Welcome back, everybody, to the Renaissance Tourism Podcast. Great to have you back for listeners and viewers on YouTube and Spotify or wherever you get your podcast from. Today's episodes, I will be focusing on the pursuit of happiness and how to be happy. The first step to being happy is to know yourself. You've probably heard this loads of times on shows like Oprah and on personal development, but the key to happiness is first to know who you are, understand your limitations. They could be financial limitations, they could be geographical limitations, and they could even be within your own innate ability and the ability to grow. For example, if you're somebody who has some sort of mental disability or disorder that affects you, if you're somebody in a wheelchair, then there's a strong possibility you won't be able to run because you can't move your legs. So something like that, accepting some basic facts and reality, is the way to begin as well. There are things in life that you can control, like your weight. For myself, if you're seeing this from a video setting on YouTube, you notice I'm fat, but that fatness is due to my own life choices that I've made, and I can make life choices to change my level of fatness from fatness to thinness. Same with being educated as well. You could choose to self-educate yourself. You can go online, you can find online courses, and you can try different things out because we have the opportunity with the internet, with online learning, to learn anything if you have the determination, the capability, and the willingness. If you're trying to learn something which you don't have a clue what it's about, you don't understand it, you don't care, and that means you're being demotivated, and it might be time to try something else. But the only way you can actually become good at anything is if you keep on trying. For myself, I come from a writing background. The first few pieces that I wrote while I was writing, it was shite. It was of poor quality, just because I was just getting started. It's going to be the same for you as well. It was the same for me. Whichever you put your mind to, you will struggle. Now you got to decide what is your goal in life. Are you looking for financial success? Do you care about money? Are you looking to get into some kind of sport or some kind of fun physical exercise like surfing or fencing or medieval martial arts or jiu-jitsu? Jiu-jitsu. You gotta choose what you're interested in, what you like, and what you want to focus upon. Just because what works for me will not necessarily work for you or will work for other people as well. That's why you got to know yourself. There's a great quote from Alexander the Great. He conquered the Aegean area, he conquered modern day Iran, that's Persia. He conquered northern Africa in Egypt, Greece, Macedonia, the lands of modern day Turkey, and he got as far as India. And this is what he said when he died at age 33, which also happens to be the same age that Christ died. Here's the quote: "When you bury my body, don't build any monuments. Keep my hands outside so that the world knows that the person who won the whole world has nothing in his hands while dying." What this means is that throughout his life, that what's most important is time. And at age 33, he ran out of time. He couldn't do any more conquering. He couldn't establish his empire and build a legacy. So what's most important in our lives is time and how we use that time. We can either live our lives in fear or or trick ourselves into believing that we're doing something that we actually want to do. A person who's been alive for 2 or 3 decades can live more in that time span than a person who is 95 years old who spent their life living in fear. That's a choice you have to make as well. You can either choose to start living, or you can live a long life living in fear. This does not mean go outside and quit your job. It means start to live your life with intention, not with fear. Time to get off social media apps. It's time to start connecting with other people and understanding the meaning of life is relationships, and relationships are messy. And by building those relationships and living by our purpose, you can find true meaning. I hope you all liked today's episode. I've kept it short and sweet today. If you've got any comments, please message me on Medium, Substack, or on YouTube comment section. Thanks for your time and peace out.